Hello guys, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing well. Um and staying safe. So folks, I like to incorporate a lot of healthy stuff. I never used to be that way. Yeah, I'm the first to admit, because that's why I end up with well, like I said, I was born a chubby kid, but that's no excuse. So today, folks, I love soup. I love all the different soup, right? And today, folks, I am going to be doing a lentil soup. And folks, lentil, it is so good for you. It having so much protein in it, right? And lentil is okay. I have two packages here, two different You have yellow lentil, which we call split pea. They're both split pea. This one is the yellow lentil, and this one is the pink or orange or whatever. So I'm gonna be using this one today. And split peas, they're famous for people do that split pea soup with pig's tail and all of that. But folks, it also can be done just with your vegetables if you choose, or some chicken, which is more healthier, because lentil has a lot of protein in it, folks. And this is coming from way back when. So today I'm gonna be using this one. And this over here I get for good price. This big bag I paid $3.99 for, $4. And this is split peas, our yellow split peas that everybody is accustomed to. So something, folks, lentil it has in a lot of protein, in it, nutrient and all of that. It has fiber, it has folate, it had I'm not here like to sing, but I'm just telling, because some people have never used certain things, so I just want to give you a little information. I'm boiling the water for it now. This cooks very quick. If you get a split pea that cannot cook, or you have to pressure cook it, it's old, because this I cook in less than about 20 minutes. The split peas or the lentil is cooked. So if you have one going and can't finish cook, that's an old split pea you have, or lentil. They're both lentil. So folks, lentil has in vitamin C, folate, fiber, thiamine, niacin, riboflavin, vitamin K, iron, magnesium, phosphorus, potassium, zinc, magnesium, and selenium. And this was from, this is ancient. They've been using this from way back when, folks. Back in the day, you just cook some lentil and you're good. That it has all that amount of stuff in it, and it's very popular in Africa and Asia, places like that. It improves your health a lot. It's good for you, and it's also good for high blood pressure. If you have hypertension, which is the same thing as high blood pressure, which is called the silent killer. Like, a lot of people have high blood pressure and don't even know they have it till it does. And two things you can get from high blood pressure. You could get a stroke, or you could get a heart attack. Kidney failure, and you could lose your eyesight. Those are all things from from high blood pressure, and this is what it helps in this sense. Okay, folks. So I'm not sorry about that phone call right now, folks. I have to call my friend back in a bit. Okay, and so lentil also reduces cholesterol in your blood. It's good for reducing the cholesterol. So it does a lot of things. It's an excellent food for lowering your blood pressure, because folks, because it's rich in both potassium and magnesium, and those are two of the main things you need when you have high blood pressure. And as well, it has a lot of fiber in it, which help you to reduce cholesterol. And other, another benefit for the heart health. So folks, go Google what is the health benefit of lentil, and then start doing a lentil. You can have a lentil and rice, lentil in soup. So folks, right now I'm gonna be putting on something to cook, and it's gonna cook very fast. So I'm gonna be doing a lentil soup, and what I'm just gonna be putting in it, I'm just gonna be using some chicken. You can do it without just like that. The other day I did one with just vegetable alone, so you know what, you can do your soup with just without that, but I'm just gonna put in a few pieces of chicken in it. And this is double protein right here, folks, because chicken, the number one stuff from chicken is your protein, right? So there you go. So I have a few pieces of chicken seasonal. So folks, what you do with your lentil first, you soak it. It doesn't have to soak overnight. You just put it to soak, and because it has a lot of to get rid of all of that. I think it has you buy a lot of these stuff, folks, and they're not, oh, they're not very. So right now I have my water boiling, and I'm just going to put in the lentil in it. And when they cook, folks, all of this, you might think this is a lot. This is all going to be just mash right out and give your soup awesome, awesome, awesome flavor. Okay, so this one I'm using is the pink color one. I use both. I use the yellow one, which which I think a lot of us West Indians are most familiar with, but you could use both. This one is the same, it's just the color. And I'm just gonna add some garlic to it right now, folks. I just let it cook, and I'll tell you in about half an hour, 20 minutes to half an hour, it will be done. Okay, so this is it. And like I said, folks, especially if you are ill and weakness, you have suffer from anemia, issues with blood, these are this is a food here that you should take on. You should be using your lentil a lot. So I'm just gonna be putting some carrots, some chocho and some turnip in it, and also some celery and the chicken. That's it. No yams or anything like that today. It's just, and like I said, most time I just do it like that. Sometimes you could just do the lentil soup just like that without nothing in it and with just your vegetable. But I'm doing it because I did it a couple of days ago. Because I do it a couple times for the week. Because I love soup. I love soup. Either split pea or that. So these are what I'm going to be putting there. There's a celery, carrots, chocho, turnip, and I think I'll leave it at that. Or maybe a potato or whatever. That's it. Okay. So right now it's cooking, and in the next half an hour it will be ready for me to add this. So in the meantime, I'm just gonna peel all of my vegetable, and then the chicken is breast. So had that next to because chicken breast is a thing that if you let it cook too much, it doesn't have any taste. So I think what is chicken breast? Oh, we're using just mostly bony parts of the chicken. Okay, so folks, when I come back, these are all the vegetables that will be in our lentil soup. Okay, so stay tuned, folks. Okay, all right. Hi guys, so as you can see, the lentil is cooked in half an hour. The chicken is done. I start putting in the carrots and some turnip and celery, and in a few minutes I'm gonna add in my chocho, because that I don't like to be very no, I'm gonna add in that right now, because I don't like to eat, as you say, Christophine. I like my chocho to be crunchy. I know a lot of people might say, yeah, but I like, because I find when it's cooked, too cooked, you almost have a, give me a, that's for just me anyway. Yeah, so I like my Christophine or chocho, whichever name you want to call it, not too soft, still at the side where I can scrunch it. So right now I'm putting it and a few potato in, because the carrots and everything has been in there cooking for a little bit. So it's carrots, celery, and I put it on pumpkin too also, folks. You see? So that's why I'm saying to you folks, if you buy any kind of a lentil, split peas or whatever, and you find you have to, and I've seen people pressuring split peas, that means it's a whole one. It's there for a long time. That you're not gonna get any nutrient, any value from that. Okay? It's supposed to be cooking a very short time. And this is half an hour since and like I said, they're all the same. Split pea and lentil, they just get different colors. This one has an orange color, and the split peas is yellow. And then I think they have them in also a few more different colors. The same lentil. So if you find you have to pressure it like you're cooking comfort or oxtail, folks, that's a whole thing you get in. No nutrient in that. No protein, nothing. I would say the maximum, because this is half an hour, and I think it cooked a little bit before that because I was just doing something else. Cooks very fast. So right now I just add in all the vegetables. I put in some chocho, some celery, pumpkin is in there, and this is not going to be a soup, yellow yum or a dumpling or anything like that. No, so this is basically, and we basically part of the chicken with all the bone, a few pieces of backs and neck, and that's it. So see, this is a veggie soup. So right now I'm just adding in some thyme, fresh thyme I have. And folks, you can add a few cloves, but when you're cooking with cloves, you have to be careful. I'm just putting in 3, folks, because clove give a very powerful flavor. Yeah, and you know, you put too much in there, your soup is gone. Clove is very good for you, but it also, you have to be careful how much of it. I see people put in quite a few. I guess it depends to their taste, but I just put in about four cloves in it right now. The allspice you can add. I had a few more allspice, but allspice doesn't give you the same effect as the clove. So this is it. Yeah. So, and like I said, folks, in my soup I don't put any noodle or anything. I'm just gonna see how it tastes of it, and I'm adding a Scotch bonnet pepper. And all I'm gonna add to it now, because the chicken was well seasoned with oregano, basil, all of that, so it's that flavor is still there. Yeah, and don't forget when you're doing the chicken, folks, you wash it properly, and with lime and vinegar and even some salt. And after you finish, you clean up your place pretty well. You don't want any bacteria. Use a little Clorox bleach with some soap and wash it on your cutting board and wash it on your sink. Okay, because otherwise, if you don't, you could end up with some serious health issues, especially if your immune system is already compromised. So when you're cooking any kind of meat, but especially chicken, folks, when you're dealing with chicken, you make sure all the countertop or wherever you're doing with it, it is properly washed with some hot water and some soap and a little bit of bleach. Because you could end up with salmonella or listeria. And if your immune system is compromised, like you're diabetic or some autoimmune illnesses, you know what, even for children with their immune system isn't fully developed yet. You're cooking most of the time and you're giving to your kids, so just make sure what you're preparing, it is very clean, especially when it comes to poultry. Yeah, so any kind of meat though, folks, wash your meat and wash down your cutting board. But chicken is not something that you play with, because that's where you get most of the I'm just saying, see, I'm just gonna be adding vegetable cube, that's it, nothing else. I like to put a dip of coconut oil in my, and that gives it the extra flavor. Plus that's another omega-3 fat right there, you know. So that's gonna be just bubbling down, folks. I'll put a little piece of butter, another little piece of butter in it, and that's gonna be just bubbling down. And when it's finished, that lentil soup, like I said the other day, I did it, but I did it just with vegetables. So folks, you don't have to put meat in. You can put any kind of meat, but I know the best one that is a Jamaican favorite is the yellow split pea with my grandma used to cook it with pig's tail in it. That's the yellow one. But this we're using chicken, and I did it a couple days ago, and we just did vegetable. And either way, and you could use beef or whichever choice you want. And see, folks, yeah, look at that. See, you don't even see the pea, it's all mashed out, so you know all of that good stuff. That's why when they say soup, folks, most of the benefits is, all of the benefit is in the broth of the soup, because everything is boiled down. So look at that. See? You don't see any, you see, it's all dissolved. So that is all the good stuff. So that's protein right there. And the number one thing in lentil is a lot of protein, and you're gonna get so double from the chicken and from that. So if you're protein deficiency, you're good to go with a lentil soup, with or without the chicken in it. So folks, I'm just gonna cover it and let it simmer. Everything is there. Oh, I'll just have to put one bay leaf. Let me grab a bay leaf and put in, and that's it, because bay leaf is another awesome, so awesome for your dishes and for your tea too, and for drinking. People, you should try the tea. It tastes like the bay leaf tea tastes like cinnamon. It's very beautiful. And I'm just gonna put one bay leaf, one good size bay leaf, and that's it. And when you finish cooking, you take your bay leaf out, because if you leave it in, bay leaf is very strong. So that's it. And this you don't need no okra or nothing else. This is just a nice lentil. You could add okra also if you want in it, but no, this is just gonna be a nice lentil soup with a few pieces of chicken in it. So folks, when I return, it will be done. Let it just simmer down, and I shall be right back. Guys, I'm back, and the soup is done. It's done. It's bubbling. And all I'm gonna do right now, folks, is just a nice bowl plated. You know what? A soup like this on a nice autumn day like this, it's cold. It's, you know, it's not very cold, but it's cold. What's better? You know, a nice bowl of lentil, you know, on this very cold day. So folks, I'm just gonna, oh, I saved some fresh parsley. Just, you know, I put a few pieces in, but I saved some for garnishing. So as you can see, folks, this is a soup with not a lot of big, like, you're not gonna get any dumpling or any of that here, because even dumpling is not much thing to your body, you know. Dumpling is just buying you up. Well, I got, and one of the Jamaican gonna take me to task for that. It fills the stomach just like rice does, you know, especially, you know, if you're, you know, well, struggling to make ends meet. That's what dumpling and rice does for people. And you know, most of them say it's poor man food, right? So this is it. So this soup is just a lot of veggie, lots of veggie. And as you can see, the lentil is you see how thick it is? It's broken down into all that thickness. So like I said, along with the chicken, it's twice the amount of protein you're getting right there right now. And we just use the bone part of the chicken, you know. So it's chocho / Christophine, and turnip, carrots, celery, pumpkin, and some, you know, just a little, not a lot of potato. Okay, and we have the pepper here. I'm just gonna stick it on top. And like I said, this is a protein soup, number one thing, you know, a lot of protein is in it. Okay, and I have some fresh parsley, and I'm just gonna sprinkle that on, cut a few pieces on top. And basically, folks, that is a complete meal right here, you know, right here. You don't need anything more than that. And the parsley having so much antioxidant in it. Parsley tea is another good thing too, folks, to drink. You know, it's high in antioxidant, anti-inflammatory. So folks, that is lentil soup. The last video I did, I forgot to take my thumbnail. This one I'll take it for sure. So folks, that is a lentil soup right there. And this is the pink one or the orange one, not the yellow split pea. And you know, they're all, like I said, folks, they're all good for you. But both split pea, yellow split pea, and this, they're all the lentils from the lentils family, folks, you know, very good for you. So here it is, folks. That is a nice bowl of lentil soup with a few chicken lentil soup on a very cool, and you know, no matter where you are, folks, that soup is good for you anytime. So folks, give it a shot. Make your lentil soup, you know, it's very good for you. Like I said, it's loaded with protein, lots of protein, magnesium, iron, you name it, all of that stuff is in there. So folks, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And if you're already a member, thank you so very much. And everybody, big up yourself. You know, I big up everybody every day. You know, and folks, I'm still trying to remember. Oh, zinc. That is what I think is in the roll-on, folks. I was trying to remember. I think it's zinc. That element is in there. If but like I say, folks, if you guys remember, have a roll-on and use it and put it on the, I think it's zinc. I'm not too sure, but I have to look it up. That is one of the element that was in roll-on. That's why when it was discovered, a lot of people stopped using it. I think it's zinc. You know, but folks, I'm gonna check it. Like you said, you just go and Google. I just forgot it right now because remember what it is. So like I said, you know, make sure you read your roll-on before you use them. That, you know, there's still roll-on out there, that LT roll-ons, organic one, but make sure you read them and see what's in it. If any chemical is in it, zinc or whatever, don't use that one, okay? Because remember, you put it under your arm, and that's especially for ladies close to your breast. And these are some of the chemical that end up giving us breast cancer, you know. And folks, I wasn't gonna say anything quickly, but I heard the latest thing that went on in Jamaica with those students at school. And folks, all I have to say is that there's a thing called indoctrination, and you know, folks, this is why they said knowledge is power, and believe kill and believe cure. You know, so folks, I hope those kids feel better and hope they recover. I don't know if I didn't hear if any of them died. I just heard the news a few minutes ago. You know, so and this thing called religion, folks, that's what Jamaica need to stay 500 years of it, and it's doing a lot of damage to our people, folks. So it's a thing called indoctrination, and you know what, that's it right there. I'm not gonna get into it because I don't want to argue with anybody, but we believe in these things, and they're so drenched in the culture, folks. Can't get away from it, you know. But indoctrination and religion that is the problem. And the same thing here that happened in Jamaica. Somebody sent me another video happening in Trinidad. So, and it's not just there alone. It's happening all over the place. Anywhere religion is at, these things are happening. So folks are saying about demon and all of that stuff. Well, you know what? To each his own. To each his own. There's a thing we have called the mind, folks. And that mind is a powerful tool if we use it right. And sometimes we don't use half of it. So, you know what? The best tool we have right now is that mind of ours, and we need to program it and use it for a lot of good stuff. You put the mind there for people who don't know how to use their mind, and you have indoctrination, a bunch of people that's been indoctrinated for over 500 years. It is a recipe for disaster, folks. It is a recipe. Religion is a recipe for disaster. It indoctrinated people, and then this is the result you get now. Everybody's there. You know, I'm looking at Jamaica. Jamaica is a beautiful place. There's no damn demon or whatever coming out of there. The stuff that going on is within people, you know. And like I said, the mind is a very powerful tool. Learn how to use it, because if we know how to use it, it can give us everything we want in this life, folks. So, and again, I said, on condolence, I think somebody told me that they heard that, oh, what? 3 kids died. Well, condolence to the family, and for the rest of the kid, I hope you recover and go back to school. And you know, folks, all I can say is you know, I'm not even gonna go there with about any, you know what. So big up yourself, Jamaica, and just stay strong. And kids, you are the future of that beautiful, beautiful island of ours. You know, and all of this is going on all over the world. It's not just to Jamaica. So people out there is talking about all this bullshit. Cut it out and go use that mind that we have and stop this damn foolishness. Okay, folks, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Peace and bless up.